Hello guys, C/20 here. Today I'd like to talk about some of the most nonchalant and mysterious characters in Hunter x Hunter. As someone who's read 32 volumes of the manga, I can without a doubt consider myself an expert on this topic. Now, before starting this video, I beg of you guys to subscribe to my channel, since I want to make it to the big leagues of YouTube making. Now, the first of these characters I'd like to mention is without a doubt Chrollo. Why? At this point, he's perfected the light skin stare. What can I say? Okay, for the sake of this YouTube video, and for the sake of this argument, I'm gonna elaborate a little bit, Like, his art from the beginning of the series, from like, Hunter Exams to York Noon, that was impeccable. Flawless. He was farming aura for such a long time there, to be honest, bro. Like, even that scene where the narrator says, oh, he's drowning in emptiness. Like, he's posing for the camera. You can see him. He's standing there. He's posing for the camera. He knows what he's doing. Like, bro, we know what you're doing. Seriously. Like, bro's spitting in that work so much. Like, that he was absent for like 100 chapters, or like half the series. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't blame him, since I would also do anything for the pick. Like, anything for the pick, Second character I'd like to mention is Kite, my personal favorite character. But this is a list about aura, so, let me calm myself down. So, Kite, I have to put respect on his name automatically, since he literally kickstarted Gon's journey throughout the entire show. Like, without Kite going on that island, the whole show would not have happened. Like, that's something that everyone must think about. Like, for that reason alone, he definitely has to be up there. On top of that, he has sparse screen time and is not there for like most of the series, which is also something pretty nonchalant, as we've seen with Chrollo already. Not being there for 100 chapters is pretty cool and builds up that mysterious aura around you. So for that reason, I would put Kite on this list. He deserves the respect, honestly. Now, next character is Netero. Now, throughout the early parts of the series, Netero genuinely just looked like a goofball running the Hunter Association. But during the Chimera Ant arc, he had so many moments where he did not need to be farming aura, but he still did it, that I just have to respect him and put him on this list. Like, that scene where he's literally on 1 HP and he's talking to Meriwam about the endless abyss of the quantum physics of metabolism of the human spirit or something. Like he was on 1 HP talking about that, bro. And then he starts an explosion and stuff. Like, you did not have to be talking all that, bro. But hey, he does have that power and that strength. And for that arc, I respect him and I put him on this list, Now, another character I would mention is Chrollo Zoldyck. Now, the Zoldyck family as a whole has some aura farmers. If you exclude Kurapika's like Discord moderator brother. Anyway, now, so Chrollo. Well, how did I make that mistake? So yeah, Chrollo, throughout the entire show, he has some good fits, some good moments, and in the Chimera Ant arc, he gets an insane power-up. Godspeed. Why is this in the list? Like, while he had Godspeed, he was farming aura too. Like, he had the power up, bro. Like, his hair turned into Sonic's hair or something, and he just went up to the dude, walking mysteriously, and was dodging his attacks. Like, Yuppie had no chance against this man, bro. I have to respect him for that. Also, he's basically the reason why Gon is still alive in the show. So, in the manga too, what am I saying? So, yeah, for that, I respect him, and I put him on this list. Also, he's just like almost all the fights he gets into are just very, very enjoyable. He has some of the best fights in the series, and he barely ever loses too, since, you know, he had that needle in him that made him not fight opponents he thought were too strong and stuff. So now we have to get to the honorable mentions. I want to start with Ging because, you know, I have to respect him for farming aura during Gon's entire childhood instead of, you know, seeing him and looking after him. You know, that's pretty cool. And then I'd say Yuppie. Yuppie had personally one of my favorite fights in the Chimera Ant arc against Knuckle and Shoot and all that. I know the fight ended abruptly, but it was just very, very fun for me personally. So yeah, he did look kind of goofy by the end of his life and stuff, but hey, I still respect him, but he is not on this list. That's why he's in honorable mentions, you know. And then I'd have to put Shoot. He was almost a good or like an aura farmer, you know, but he was failing miserably at his job, so I can't put him very high on this list, unfortunately. But hey, he did have his moments in the Chimera Ant arc, even though he did kind of get destroyed. So yeah. Now the final character I'd like to mention, and arguably the most egregious one of them, is Chrollo. Chrollo, I mean, what can I say? He has the fits. He has the speeches. Everything he does is like meticulous. Like, for no real reason. He's just standing there, mysteriously, nonchalantly. Like, every time he gets in a fight with his worst enemy, and then he's just like looking at him and talking and quoting like poets or something. Like, bro does not need to do all that. Like, he could just I mean, just go after them, but no, I guess philosophizing is better and stuff. But hey, anyway, I can't blame him. That is aura though. That is aura though. I mean, he is an example of a true aura farmer in every single sense of the term. The term, like every fit he puts on, almost every single action he takes, every motion of his face, like in the show, like it's just a farm aura. And also he's a great manipulator, you know, like manipulating people and stuff. And yeah, I can see why some people are say some weird stuff about him, you know, on the internet. So yeah, without further ado, I guess that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I very much enjoyed making it and talking about these characters who just love farming aura. So if you like this video, once again, please like and subscribe. And yeah, C/out.